Hello, this is Shannon of Ebonygeek45, and what I want to do for this video is actually show you how to install Codeblocks on Ubuntu. We already did one on Ubuntu, and the video is already up here, as you can see. Okay, and well, let's turn this down for a minute. And what I do want to show you is I love Ubuntu, just to tell the truth, and it's because it can do so many nice things. You have your cube, and we could see our windows for our internet right through there, and you could put something on each side of that cube, so you can have two internet things going. You can have your code blocks going. You could, your two browsers. You can have your code blocks going. Yeah, I just love it. And if I could brag for a moment, we have it's so many things that you can do. Like I could let it rain. So many little songs could come into your head. And maybe I might want to wipe some of that rain off. Just, like I'm in a car or something. Just wipe it off. Or maybe I might want to, watch it from the other side. Isn't that something? Okay. And, stop it for a minute. Getting a little nerve wracking. Okay. And maybe I want a little splatter. Okay, I don't want to splatter right now. Wait a minute. A little splatter. There we go. Just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone for now. And then of course you got your did I turn it off? Okay. Then of course you have your jiggly window. Oh man, you know, so much fun doing that. Stress reliever. Okay. And then let's see. You have your four panels of windows. And of course, since I got a cube, I got four different panels. And that is so cute too. And I love the reflection coming from the bottom. Okay, then let's get out of that. And let's go ahead and get out of that. Alright, and we're back to, I'm gonna stop bragging now, but it is so many things you could do, with Ubuntu, and then I use compiz for the cube effect. And I'm going to show you that one more time. And you could look straight through the bottom and just flip that thing. But, you know, it's so many things you could do with Ubuntu and compiz. And, I mean, it's just not a boring thing. But you have to have a little bit of know-how how to do that. But we're not here for me to brag on that, and we're not here to look at that. We're here to install Codeblocks so that we could do our C++ programming with it. And I'm guessing if you have Ubuntu, you know how to do all this. But some of us are newbies, just like me. I'm really, really new at it. And well, some of us, maybe not be new, but still might not know what we're doing. But mostly, Ubuntu, they're the type of people that, you know, just know what they're doing with any kind of computer, anything. So, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna start this off. And I'm gonna go ahead and flip this over so we can have a clear screen. And down to business. I'm gonna bring my dashboard up. I'm just click on that. And then what I'm gonna do, and just ignore all that, that's where I was doing some videos and some editing and test sounds right there. But what we want to do is we want to, once you click on your dashboard, or actually you don't have to, I just want to prove to you that I don't have Codeblocks on here, and I'm gonna just type code. I gotta spell it right. Code. And what the heck that was is some technical problems, and I will be commentating this video since it kind of messed up. And okay, what I was typing there is code block, just to prove that I didn't have it on the system, and you saw that clearly. I'm trying to make sure I got some good sounds here. And so we're going to, well, we were thinking about doing something, but what we're gonna do is try to find that synaptic package, synaptic package manager, and that's what we're trying to find there. And we're gonna click on it, and we're gonna put our password in, sometimes soon. And with Ubuntu and Ubuntu, you always put your password in before the package comes up, unless you've just done it. And then I had some problems there. But what I was saying is, unless you just did it and you closed the box out, you might be able to pull it right back up without logging in. That happens a lot with the command line too. And so, trying to get that password again, and this time it worked. And so at this point, what I'm more than likely, well, I'm gonna put code block in that line. I was probably explaining something at that point. And the thing about it is that this whole thing was just like Ubuntu. Just like the Ubuntu install. So I wanted to go ahead and mark that particular installation for the contribution, DBG, and checked all of that applied. Go ahead and mark that so that all of that get checked. And I'm gonna mark the code blocks development files. We need that for our development. If not now, then later. So might as well get it now. And then at this point we'll click apply. And there you go. Apply again. And should be coming up soon. Now it downloads pretty quick, and so there shouldn't be too much problem. Right now it's downloading the package. Pretty quick. And pretty much, I'm not sure if Ubuntu did the download package file thing first. I think we went to that black screen first, but right after they get done downloading these packages, we will go to the other screen. It's more like a DOS screen. And like I said, it's a whole lot like Ubuntu install. And for Mac users, I really don't know how to install Mac. I never used the Mac, so I do apologize. I can't help you on that. But now we have a video for Ubuntu and Ubuntu and Windows 7. So I think that, we're pretty much thinking about you guys. So we're going to click on the details here. And then, like I said, there go the black and white black and white screen. And what it pretty much does is you could, monitor how your install is going. Triggers and all that stuff like that, and then it'll unpackage some stuff, and you can just watch and see what's going on. Um, it don't give you that cool little scale to show you how close it's to be doing, how close it is to being done, but it it don't take that long. So we're done there, and we're just waiting. Now they're all highlighted green and they all installed fine. That lib path was not a part of Codeblocks, so we didn't even bother with that. Who knows, might need it later, but and again, it's the Codeblocks is all highlighted green. So then we closed out the window. We just switched the screen. See, that's the convenient part is Ubuntu, the cube. Now we're going back into the dash and typing Codeblocks, and there's the icon. As you can see, it wasn't there before and now it's there. So dragging it onto the side menu there should have put it right in that bar so that you could, use the cool little side menu. But I didn't do something right there. So, you know, right back. Excuse me. I drank some tea and it went down the wrong pipe like 10 minutes ago and it still bothered me. Okay, so we're going to drag it in there again. Careful about the placement. And it's stuck, as you can see. That's what I was trying to do the first time. So we're going to close the dash out. And we're going to click on Codeblocks. And the same install 10.05. And then we're going to click OK for the compiler solid detection. And there we go in our little squiggly box. It looked just the same as the Ubuntu install, but it's Ubuntu. And we're going to close that tips of the day out. Nice to scroll through it. And then we're going to close the script console out. And it's just like with Ubuntu. We got to tinker with those little windows. And as you can see, the dotted lines, you click on it and you drag it to wherever it'll fit. And as you can see, I'm getting more room as I'm doing this than I did with Ubuntu. But I think that was just a matter of it being a laptop and this one being a desktop. I have more room. And so the tinkering wasn't as detailed as it was with the laptop. But that's what's good about a desktop. I'm going to keep that management box there for now. And like I said, it's a lot like Ubuntu was. The start here screen looked just like it. It says, the same. Showing the recent projects, none. Recent files, none. So I could have just said, hey, the Ubuntu installs just like Ubuntu install, but a lot of times you want to see the operating system that you have. And so, I guess that's good. I saw on YouTube they did a lot of Codeblocks, Ubuntu installs, and basically I could have said, well, just do what they do, and but here you have it, Ubuntu, and the